Hello everyone, I'm Ditta from Ditta Reads, and in this video I'm going to talk about Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. So I will start with a non-spoilery part and then I will announce it when there might be spoilers. So basically we have this novel Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi, and it is a young adult dystopian novel, and it's about this girl named Juliet, and her touch is lethal. So basically you can die when she touches you, and that can be like on purpose or for an accident. And Juliet was locked away, but now she will get out of prison because the re-establishment wants to use her like a weapon. And the re-establishment is kind of the government in this world, and the world is falling apart. Birds aren't flying anymore, there isn't enough food, animals are dying, people don't have food and everything, and it's really bad. So that's basically the start world, what it's about. The first thing I want to say about this book is that the writing style is very intense and interesting, and it really gets me into the story. It is written in a way that is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of poetic. There are pieces crossed away, so you can really know what you can see what Juliet is thinking, and it really gives me the feeling I'm inside of Juliet's head. I know her thoughts and everything that she thinks and how she sees things, and I think the writing style is really good. The writing style, it just made sure I flew right through this book. And I was kind of afraid when I started it because I've read some negative reviews about the writing style, but I absolutely loved the writing style. It was very creative, very intriguing, and it really get me going into the story, and I really loved the writing style. I think it was amazing. It was really good. And the main character, Juliet, I really like reading from her perspective. I think it's a really good character. I really like the way she thinks, what she does. I think it's very realistic for most parts, and I was really glad to have her as main character. We also have Warner, and I don't know how to feel about him because he is kind of evil, but I think there is a reason behind what he's doing, and I haven't quite figured out what it is. So he's a really interesting character. He is also really evil as far as I am concerned right now after reading the first book. But I do like the characters. I do like James. I do like the characters. I really enjoyed reading about the characters in this book. That's what I'm trying to say here. Especially Juliet. But I was feeling like I was inside her head. So that may be part of it. I mean, yeah, but really awesome. I really like the storyline in this book. I think it's a great book. So for a start of a trilogy, I think it will be great if I just continue the series, which I will do. So that's going to be fine. I really like what happened in this story, which I just said, so I'm repeating myself. One minor issue I had was that I felt like there was a kind of instant love going on in this book, and I was bothered by it a little bit. But eventually, because of the story, it didn't really matter that much anymore, and I didn't feel like it was a bad story or anything because of it. It is a really good story, and I really liked it. So yeah, so for quick overall, before I will tell any spoilers or anything, I think it was a great story. I really loved the characters. I loved Juliet. The way it was written was amazing. I totally thought it was amazing. It's just, yeah, it was just so good. I really enjoyed it. So I gave this book 4.5 out of 5 stars, and the only problem I had with it was kind of the instant love, but it is a really good book, and I do recommend it to people who like young adult, paranormal kind of stuff. Then this, if you like that, this book will be perfect for you. I really think it will be a good book to read when you like that. So now a warning, I'm going to talk about some stuff that happened in the book, and it might be some spoilers. So from now on, if you haven't read the book, just go away and read this book and come back when you read it, okay? So there are going to be spoilers, so go away. So in this book I really liked because she has like this amazing writing style. We really get inside the head of the character, and I really liked in the start how she was like almost insane, on like the edge of insanity, because she was locked up for a very long time. And the thing she had with numbers, I don't know, I think people might be bothered by it because I don't know, it is a bit strange that she just kept counting stuff. But I really like that because when I'm very bored, I start doing kind of the same things with counting random stuff that I see. If I really, really don't have anything to do, I will start counting stuff. So I think that made it for me very realistic that she was locked up for such a long time. And what I also really liked was that when you know you can see what she thinks, but when it's crossed away, is that what you say? I don't know. When it has a line through the word sentence, you know that it's like you can really read that it's something that she wants to get rid of, a touch that she doesn't want to be thinking, or something she doesn't want to be feeling but she is, so she tries to suppress it, or it is something she really thinks but can't say, or anything. And I really enjoyed that in the book. Like I said earlier, I did have a problem with kind of, I felt was like an instant love. I mean, we have Juliet, which I think is an awesome character, and we have Adam, which I also think is an awesome character. And they know each other from school but never actually talk to each other. They only saw each other from afar. Then she goes into this cell where she is for like, I think it was 3 years, so they haven't seen each other at all in that time. And then they meet each other again, and it's like they are instantly in love. And I can imagine that Juliet, because she was alone for such a long time, might be falling in love somewhat quicker, I think. But I think it was a bit fast because they already knew each other and they know they were in love and everything, instead of, I don't know, things going a little bit slower, just so it wasn't like they meet, bam, love. Like, that's the way I actually felt it happened. But eventually it didn't really bother me that much because the story was great, and it wasn't like it was the biggest part I was thinking about. It was maybe that chapter that it happened, that they were in love for the first chapter or something, where they met again. And then I was like, whoa, this went quick, but I do really love both characters and they are a great couple together as far as I can read. So it wasn't eventually a very big problem, but it was just that little point that I didn't really enjoy in the story, that it was just so fast. And I'm like, they don't actually really know each other. And you never really talk to each other to start with, so who knows? You only have like this ideal about the other person, this picture you think it is. So I thought it was a bit fast, but again, it wasn't like the biggest problem, so it was okay. Then I have to say that I didn't expect actually that there would be other peoples with gifts. I feel kind of stupid because you have a world, and it's logical that more people have something if your main character has like an ability or a gift or a curse or what you want to call it. But I was really surprised by it, and it was a happy surprise because I it feels like it's kind of a superhero-y, superpowers kind of like stories going to head that side, because suddenly there are all these characters and apparently they can do all these amazing things, and it got me really excited. It was nearing the end of the story, but it got me really excited, so I'm really interested in what is going to happen in the other books. So that's something I'm really excited about. So right now I don't really know what to say. I only want to say that if I had like this gift or ability that my touch would be fatal, it isn't something I would be really happy with, but it is a really nice story and I'm really interested in it. And I'm very interested in seeing her abilities because apparently she can do a lot more, like going through these walls, which is kind of impossible otherwise. So I'm very excited about what she can do, actually, what her abilities or gifts exactly is, and this war, what's about to happen, or what's going to happen. I'm really excited for the next part, which I'm going to read, obviously, because I'm so happy with the first part. So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of what I was going to say about this book. So I really loved the writing, loved the characters, nice story. Was kind of an instant love, but didn't matter that much eventually for me. And this book had a nice ending. It got me really excited for the next part. So that sums it up, kind of, I think. So this was my review book talkish video. If you've read this book, please let me know what you thought about it, or maybe something you want to say about it. I hope you have a great day, enjoy life, and be happy. Goodbye!